Hello, gamers. What is up, everyone? Everyone is having a lovely time. Welcome in, Nemesis. Hello, Tectura. You are first. Welcome in. Enjoy your pacey stick. 87. It's getting up there. We love the server emote. Hello, Fissini Nickel. Hello, Real Shot. Hello, Muitro. Hello, Rin. Hey, Stixer, my Twitch is buggy. I did buy a 3-month of the group. Huh? You bought a 3-month of the group abo from your channel, but I didn't get it. I don't really know what that is. And yo, JCat, welcome in. Yes. Yo, Archie, welcome in. Get this game going. There it is. And here I am. You guys may have seen during the starter thing or whatever, the starting screen. But I've solidified a little bit of a goal. If people want to go for it, they can. If they don't have to. Sorry, I mean the Mitglid AVO. I once again, I'm very confused. I don't know. You member. Well, I don't have a Twitch member thing, I don't think. So I'm still confused. I don't quite understand. Are you saying like a sub? In that case, I have no idea how any of that works. Prime ABO from your Twitch for no ads. Okay. Yes, that's a Prime sub. Gotcha. They should change the loading screen. Not only it's getting boring to see now. I don't really mind it. Kind of chill. But I get it. All right, let's see how this rocks.
Engage, boss. Time to take a harder approach. Let me create splinter and fracture.
I'm here, everyone. Let's all crawl back into Bonnie's belly. Montana, support. Healing. Silence.
I'll take one. All in a day's work. Let's finish this!
Kiddos, I'm here to have fun in your dreams. Nightmares. All kiddos on Montana.
Just had to choose the hard way.
There we go, 32 seconds. Also, I feel like my combat's a little loud, no? Turn the game down a little bit. Yeah, I think that loading screen is fine, but I also wouldn't mind if they changed it like every couple patches. That might be nice. Hello, Mary White, welcome in. Hello, Hakeem, welcome in. Hey, Styx, how are you? Will you be getting both Zonko and Linko? I can't tell you for sure, because I want to save for 1.4 characters, because there are some rumored characters that are quite nice, those being Blackbird and Akane. Now, of course, keep in mind, the rumors are not always correct, but usually they're at least close. So, it's a pretty good shot that we're getting the two of them, or at least one of them, both of which are interesting characters. So I'm going to be waiting and Saving up a little bit for them at least. I'll go for Zonko for sure, but if I get Zonko early, that's when I'll pull for Linko. And then I'll use whatever early pulls I get. Do you have early access to the 1.3 beta? I do not. I'm not in their creator program or anything like that. I think the closest I've gotten is I've submitted certain creator challenge stuff, but nothing that would require me to like sign it, like agree to any kind of contract or anything like that. Nor anything that would, you know, cause them to treat me with any sort of favoritism. Is it really confirmed, Akane? As I just said, it's not confirmed. There's just rumors that are from sources that were correct about the past 3 patches. Please? No, okay, he doesn't. Nakapet has not punished me in like 3 or 4 days. It's getting kind of rough at this point. Do you think Linko will replace Daffodil in a Zonko dot team? No. What? Why would Linko replace Daffodil? Well, I guess it would depend on... I don't know why you would be running Daffodil in a Zonko dot team. In my mind, it would be Zonko, Lacrimosa, Sakiri, and then Linko. Or, instead of Linko, Iroi. Which is the best C1? Wait, which is the best C1 Zonko or Zonko plus Linko? That is going to depend. You are asking me about 2 different setups. So if you're going with C1 Zonko and you don't want Linko, you're probably going to be doing a dot setup with Zonko. Versus if you want to do a Linko and Zonko, then you're probably going to want to do follow-up attacks with Hexed. I just joined your Discord. Why'd they ban me? Did you type in the bot channel that says do not type here on it? Nemesis. There is a channel that is called, and I quote, Bot Trap, that says right in the top, do not type here. It's a pinned message in the channel. A1 Zonko unlocks her break team playstyle. So you go with that as well. You're gonna want to probably play into break and dot though, instead of just break. You don't want to ignore the rest of her kit. I wonder if Lacrimosa, Zonko, and Daffodil would be good for that, because Lacrimosa has some break synergy as well. And then like Sakiri or something. Yes, I think? Okay, so it is not that the Discord just banned you for no reason. It is that you did something you definitely should not have done, and that got you instantly banned. So I will unban you once. Everyone gets, you know, a fair shot. But try not to do it again. By now, I don't think I could stay for too long because my health totally fine, Muichiro. Rest well. Yes, let me attempt to resolve this casualty. Look at bans. I will... There we go. I've revoked the ban. Try not to do that again. You should be able to join again. Alright. C1 Zonko, Sakiri, Lacrimosa, Daffodil. Yeah. Did someone type in bot trap again? Yes, Nemesis joined the server, and I assume tried to type in the first channel they could see without reading it. It's something that might happen, but it's something we'll have to accept as a possibility, unfortunately. I'd rather that happen to a person every so often, rather than a bot get in and spam the entire Discord. So, I've already turned off things like at everyone or other people's ability to at certain roles. So it should make it, like, despite how small my server is, if someone wants to use it to advertise, it is extremely difficult to do so. Because they have no way to actually, like, ping people. And then, of course, if they just send an automated bot that's gonna auto-ping everyone, it'll type in bot channel and get itself insta-banned. It's happened like 10 times already. So, I don't have Lacrimosa, so who should I put in Zonko's team? Well, it doesn't have to be Lacrimosa specifically, but I've heard she does well with Daffodil for break stuff if you have her at C1. If you go with Linko, you could do a follow-up attack setup with her. I think one character who's going to go well with Zonko period is probably Sakiri. But realistically, we'll have to see when she comes out. I need Zonko A3 right now for my Lacrimosa. Fair. Push out. Yes. All right. So what do we got going on here? So it's weekly reset. That of course means all the funny stamina stuff. Ooh, actually, speaking of which, yeah, fishing frenzy is still going on. That's kind of funny. So I guess we can do that real quick. Burn our stamina. Set it all on fire. And I want to do the banner stuff to get some extra materials, etc. I'm so hyped. It looks like it's gonna be a fun time. For 1.3, yeah. Starter scooter upgrade when? They're gonna give the starter scooter turbo for free. And make it the fastest vehicle in the game, but you can't bring it into races because it's a scooter. Zonko, Daffodil, and Sakiri last spotted. Might add Hen or Claudia. What? Last spot, you mean? But yeah, if you have Lacrimosa, you would want to chuck her in there somewhere, at least I think. Damn. All right. Oh wow, I don't think I've ever seen that fish before. What the fuck? Oh, that guy. Coco stripe. Huh. That's some. Alright. Did the pond reset? What do you mean? Like, I don't think the fishing thing reset. If you hit your cap, you've still hit your cap. But the Fons count for your city stamina reset. So, I'm doing that again. What's your favorite gacha game right now? Honestly, right now, it's probably NTE. Just the combination of all the different things I can do is really fun. Combined with, like, it doesn't feel overwhelming. Despite how much there is to do. So I like it. Essentially, you're gonna add psyche characters for Discord cycles. Gotcha. Zonko boss. What about Zonko boss? Oh, you need help with Zonko boss. Gotcha. Yeah. All right. In the end, a patch gets boring. There's nothing to do. I guess to an extent. I guess like for me personally, at least, I don't really get too bothered by that. I like when it's chill. Let's see. There you go. All right, and then unlocking all of these specifically so I can sell them. I guess I could keep like one of these each. Ones that can be displayed. The ones that can't, I should. Okay, you can't. Got one of you. Can't. Can't. You can't. Can't. Yeah, okay. Falling. Do you have 5 apartments? I don't think so. I have 3. Which psychic character builds the fastest cycle energy? I don't know. I know Hanyul benefits from doing some basic attacking, but I'm not 100% sure stuff. If I'm being completely honest. Hey Sticks, what's up? What's up, Ryan? Welcome in. You smile? Thanks a lot, bro, because of your level up guide. I completed my 1,000 Last One Nights in 1 to 2 days. I love to hear it. I'm very glad that it was of help to you. Yo, Zonko A6 and Daffodil A6 deal 95% damage from, or make 95% damage from almost instant break. That's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm never going to experience it, but cool to know. I'm a free-to-play player, and funnily enough, getting Daffodil to A6 is probably the harder one of those two things. I guess in a sense, it's not. It's maybe not because I already have her. I think at A1. Yeah, by force. I'll R all my standard characters. So I've got Baff at A1, Fadia A2. Hathor is A0 because I forcibly pulled her. Gion's A0. Sakiti's A1 because of just recent. And then I don't have Baisong. So. Baller. They practically one-shot bosses. Cool. Good shit. I think I might get Zonko because what does ICL mean, by the way? I see that. I see people say that, and I don't know what that means. It's like a acronym for something, or like shorthand abbreviation. I can't lie. Okay. You see, I'm super used to NGL, not gonna lie, but I don't ever see ICL. So that is interesting. Okay, so I can't lie, I think I might get Zonko because of her other benefits like being invisible and whatnot, but in reality, I don't know if I need another team. Fair enough. For me, she would get put into a team that I already have. Alright, so. What do you think next patch, which character is worth it to pull? Depends. Is it worth it making another team? Well, you want 2 teams. So it's like, whether or not it's worth it making a new team for a new character is up to you. The game is very much about like, you know, like what do you want to do on that front. Not gonna lie, I've never used I Can't Lie before.
Down.
I see, I see. And yeah, as far as which character is worth pulling, I mean, I say it a lot. You don't really have must pulls in this game. It's basically just look at the character. You think they look cool? Do you think they play cool? If yes, go for it. Question mark. Do you think Zonko looks cooler or Linko looks cooler? Or maybe cool isn't your factor and you're more about cute. And in which case, do you think Zonko looks cuter or Linko looks cuter? And then from there, do you think their abilities look cool? If so, pull. I don't know. I don't really like, I know a lot of people do like really complicated things for whether or not they want a character. But I kind of just vibe it. And if I end up pulling a character that ends up useless, at least I like looking at them. It is what it is. Salutation Nation, welcome in, helper. Little glowy footprints on the fence. Cute. Ah yes, the classic. Exclamation point, looker. I see Odachi, I pull. Exactly. Liking could be as simple as that. Oh, I like women with big sword pull. It will remove Shinku's bunny hop, but can't run without using stamina. That's fine. It's still really good for heist anyway. I did a run yesterday where I refused to use the bunny hop, and it's still like the best movement ability in the heist.
Taking a shortcut down.
Also, they'll probably find another way to do it. Prep like doing what? Well, for example, Zonko's coming out, so I'm gonna need to grab her, what do you call it? Things. In which case, I've been farming the past several days. I've been looking at, here. So let me filter consoles. I've been looking at Crimson Butterfly's consoles for her. And I'm pretty, like, I'm not super picky. I'm fine with any of these. As you can see, they all lean a certain way. It's either going to be attack or crit rate. I'm probably going to lean crit rate. I think the best one I have so far is probably this one. Because the flat attack might be better. I'm not 100% sure. But at least, like, this one has crit damage and crit rate, which is nice. Depends on, do we know what the main stats are on our weapon? For example? I don't remember it. I don't remember if it's like a thing that we know or not. Well, I assume the CN servers. So it gives crit rate. So you're not going to want to focus on a ton of crit rate, substats before crit damage. I have the best one by song. Does she share a archetype with her? Oh, you mean on your Crimson Butterflies? I don't have by song, so I can't do that. So I had to basically farm a whole set. Want the crit rate one, but what is the mental one? What do you mean? What do you think of next version's blind box with 3 of the summer skins? Not worth it. frankly. 20 million is kind of insane. A jet ski is not going to be almost useless outside of the events, and I'm pretty sure the events just give you your a jet ski if you don't already have one. So I genuinely have no idea what the point of it being so expensive is. I mentioned it when I first covered it, but I can only see it being useful and worth it if that gacha is around the same price as the Draco. I'm 55 in the Pob's rich list. Gambling's worth it, guys. Where am I in the Pob's rich list? I think I hit it recently. No, I didn't. Does this go up over time? Yeah, because I hit 100. But now I'm below. Oh, it's because I spent money. Wait, is it? No, that's not how that works. Are they just constantly making more money? God damn. What kind of bullshit is that? How did I hit 100 and then fall underneath it? Probably costs more because of multiple skins. I don't think those skins cost 4 million each though. Personally, like, you got to think about it with Draco. Also, sure, but they also removed the like high-end items in exchange for that. It's not like it has the skins and the high-end items. For example, you used to get on the Draco, you could get a 10 pull and a 3 pull. But now it's a 5 pull and a 3 pull. So they're making the rewards around the skins worse and making it more expensive. That doesn't fly with me. I'm not gonna engage with it. I'm good. Yeah, nah. It's not worth it. Like, the fuck you mean? Hi, your name is crazy. Smasher. Hello. That name is insane. Wild behavior. Welcome in. This is BS. How dare they have income? Look, I thought it was like a, what do you call it? I mean, for one, they're just making more money than I can. Let's be real here. I'm not gonna fucking be able to keep up with this. Free to play. I don't think. Because they're not, the game has not given me any way to make more money. So, like, it is what it is. I'm gonna make money at the same rate. So depending on how quickly this increases, I don't think I'm gonna ever reach these upper ranks at the very least. I might beat some of these guys. Which are the apartments you have? I mean, you're 35 million more than me. I've been playing way longer though. I've been playing since the game launched. Literally, the rich get richer. True. Almost like Ikishin Squadra. I don't really know what that is. So what's her stat? Should focus on crit rate or crit damage or incantation damage. I'm thinking personally incantation damage might be her best, but I don't know because I haven't played her yet. It might be that crit rate is best, especially because she increases, I believe, doesn't she increase the, is it the chance that dots crit or is it the damage they do on crits? She does something related to crit rate with dots. I know she does. It's when she's in her illusion state. I could probably pull it up. If no one else remembers but me, then I could pull up her the overview we got from 1.3's preview. Because I know she does something related to crit rate with dots, and if dots can crit, then she should go crit rate. My opinion. So, but if it's also like a 50% crit rate increase on dots when she's in illusion state, maybe you should build for incantation damage, and then instead. Dot is always 50%? What do you mean by that? Those people usually use the scratch tickets to rank up in there. Oh, I know. Yeah. I'm just poor as fuck. Sorry, my friend made it for me. You might want to change it, because you're gonna get... You'll be hunted. Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to making money. She gets more cool. Crit damage. Okay. So they always have a 50% crit rate, and that never changes, correct? There's nothing you can do to change it?
Cut down.
I saw someone use her and get stat crit damage around 317%. Well, she has an increase to her crit damage as well, I believe. Her main stat is incantation damage when I was played already. Nice, cool. So, crit damage is probably pretty good, but I think incantation damage might be the best. Ready for the update tomorrow? Oh yeah, I forgot, it's tomorrow night. So for me, it's in like 30 hours or something like that. It'll start. Probably a little bit later. A little over 30. Alright, so should I start trying to grab, well, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself here. So, Hunter Exchange. 1 day, 7 hours. What do we got here? I'm gonna grab materials that would otherwise cost monies. And they would cost energy. I need to figure out how many of these anomaly boss materials I have. Because that'll determine how pressed I am. Okay, so there's you. So for this, it's one of these three. And then for this one, it's one of these. Okay. So I don't need that many of the mask one. Make sure y'all save up your bronze and silver coins for rewind for the update. Oh, are they making it so we can do gold now? Will we get a compensation reward? We always get a compensation reward when they do an update. Why do skill materials not have a specific place to farm? I literally have to run around the map chasing mobs to get the materials. Anomaly materials, they do have a specific place to farm, but it's heterogeneous units via 1000 less 1 nights. So if you go to 1000 less 1 nights and go to the button shop, you can get these. Every day. How do you get the weekly boss material box? Hunter's Exchange for Fons. In my opinion, Fons are not worth as much as pixels, so. I doubt we're keeping the 1000 less 1 nights for rad for this update. I don't remember. The event itself. 1 second. Pumpkin's fucking spilling something. I'm back. Pumpkin was knocking over water, making a spill. It's fine. I refilled it. Okay. So, let me see what's up. I'm gonna read through the chats that I missed. How much Annulith has been prepared so far? I have around 31k, but I don't know if I should get the jet ski in Sanko or Sanko and Liko. I have only prepared 5 pulls and 3600 Annulith, personally. So, nothing crazy. Yes, we're keeping it. Yes, we should be keeping the 1000 List One Night store and the quest line. The only thing going away, I think, is the event. Is like the event page and the like limited rewards for completing certain things in a certain amount of time. I think that's the only thing going away. I could be wrong though. Thanks so much for confirmation. Yes, yes, yes. I can confirm. Lovely. I think about 300 of that. Thanks for the info. You're welcome. The shop is permanent. Nice. I've been panic grinding the store thinking it'll be gone. Yeah, I've not been worrying too much about it. Event page should be gone, but skins and units will be there. Nice. I have about 5.5 million Fons saved for the jet ski. Hope I get it early. Nice. One thing that I always suffer with when building characters is the capped weekly boss materials, because even at the second highest difficulty, it is fairly low amount for their skills, which needs insane amounts. Honestly,
I'm not a good person to kill time with.
I find that a lot of people say that, and yet it's not really bad. I don't know. I don't really mind it. Personally. Like, this game, I don't feel a lot of pressure to, like, forcibly max all of that stuff out a ton. So, like, I can grab this pretty easily. I can go and get this. I think I already have enough. I'm pretty sure if I only increased my amount of these, the rest would get auto-replaced. Bro, I really am over-prepped. You're not over-prepped. There's no such thing as over-prepping. I just pull for everyone. That is the problem. I pull for everyone, which means that I don't really have a lot saved because I just pull for everyone. How do you check pity? You would want to go to your fair, and then when you're here on the screen of a banner, you can click this little clipboard and do your dice roll records, and this shows you your records, and then you can use that to figure out your pity. Or you can use this very handy feature that they put on the screen that says guaranteed S-class character within role, and then it says, for example, 10 out of 90. Also, y'all enjoyed the Shinku Infinite Realm mechanics patch in the update? I don't really mind. It only really was a big thing in the overworld. In the heist, the infinite run isn't necessary at all. You can just normally sprint with her and you'll be fine. But yes, if you want to, you know, find it a much more easy way, it's literally right here on the screen. And if you go to the standard version, you got the same thing. So. Also, I thought I had standard dice and I didn't. So technically my thumbnail is misinformation, because unless I get more standard dice, I'm not doing pulls today. I guess I'm farming for pulls. Close enough. Yo, what do you think is the best team for Zonko? Based on the 1. I haven't played her. But based on the 1.3 preview and what abilities she has, if you have like just base Zonko, I'm not gonna go off of assuming you're like A6 or whatever. Or even A2 or A3. Base Zonko, I think will probably do well in either a follow-up or a dot-focused team. The dot-focused team, I think, would be Sakiri, Lacrimosa, and then either Iroi or Linko if you want to mix it up a little bit, because Hexed will still be pretty beneficial for Iroi. I've seen some people, though, try to mix in Discord and want to run Hanyul or Fadia as well, and that seems like it could be a pretty good idea. Best is Lacrimosa, Zonko, Iroi, Hotri. That seems like it could be a fun one. I certainly wouldn't mind it. My Lacrimosa is A2, so I have her A6 selected, which would combine really well with Hotri, and let her spam Scorch. Break Team better? Well, from what I hear, Break Team requires Zonko at C1, so I'm ignoring it. It's not that complicated for me. Also, I don't like playing with Daffodil. Personally. Just not a fan of her playstyle, I think. I think she looks really cool, and it's kind of unfortunate that I just don't like playing her. But every rotation I've tried with her in like a Lacrimosa team, for example, I just don't like using her, and I'd rather use someone else. That's why my Lacrimosa team uses Hotri. But yes, and if you want to do a follow-up team, it'd probably be some kind of combination with Sakiri, Zonko, and Linko. And then I don't know who your 4th unit would be. Because that, like, I just don't know what you would go with. Hi, Azan, welcome in. Yeah, Zonko's break team only comes online, like, she only fully adds to the break team when she hits C1. I like to call Daffodil Daffy. It's cute. It is. Am I late? I don't think so. I don't think you're, like, late. Throw an Adler for the Los. That could be fun. Just triple incantation and then Linko. Does Adler do any follow-up attack shit? Or is he just there for looks? Yeah, I like calling her Daff. If I call Daffodil anything, I call her Daff, just because it reminds me of the name Daphne. So. But yes. Alright. What are we rocking here? Maybe throw a shield in there once in a while. I like calling Daffodil Daffy. Will definitely get you quadruple amputee title. Damn. Ayo, what's bruv? I think, isn't bruv just a way to say, like, bro? You talk really fast? Thank you. Wait, I don't know if that's a compliment or not. If you need me to repeat something, just let me know. I have heard that I talk a little bit quickly. I think faster than my mouth can move. So you'll catch me also, like, talking in the middle of a sentence, and then I'll immediately jump to the next sentence, because my brain is already there, even if my mouth isn't yet. So. If you require me to repeat something, just repeat the question, or let me know, hey, can you repeat what you said about this thing? Wait, what do you recommend based on what you've seen? Crit damage or crit rate main stat? Based on what I've seen, she might prefer crit damage because her dot always has a 50% crit rate, according to my sources being this Twitch chat. So if you were choosing between crit rate or crit damage, that's the case. But I think from what I assumed based on how her damage works, incantation percent damage is probably her best. It's bro, but British. That's about what I thought. Depends on the context, I see. I think it's quite aesthetically pleasing. What's aesthetically pleasing? I have every standard excluding Daffodil, and I have Hotri and Iroi. My Daffy is C1. I don't know what to choose. So you have every standard excluding Daffodil, and you have Hotri and Iroi. What to choose between Linko and Zonko? That'll kind of just be up to you. Do you like the visuals of one of them? Fast talking? I see. I'm glad you enjoyed the fast talking. Does Sakiri need awakenings? Not really. I've been running her at A0 for a while and she's been fine. If you do get an awakening for her though, my favorite is this one. It increases team attack by 30% of her base attack for 20 seconds after casting Feast of Gluttony, which Feast of Gluttony is her ultimate. So. Show Hotri and Shinku build if you can. Sure. So here's my Shinku. I've got her arc. I've got her console as Cosmos damage. Here's the stats on these. To be specific, it's a crit rate main stat. And then I go for crit rate or crit damage on as many of the little tiny pieces as possible. I don't have any awakenings, and I've maxed all of her skills except for her support skill. That's all it is. And then here's my like stats. It's nothing super crazy, but it's pretty nice. I like the setup I've got on her. And then Hotri,
business is tough.
She's also level 80. Her arc is not level 80 yet, but she is using her signature. I believe she unintentionally got one of these removed, so I'll probably just put it back. So here's her, this stuff. She uses, I think she uses Cosmos damage percent, yeah. She uses a Cosmos damage percent one. I don't know if that's the best for her, it's just the best that I had in terms of stats. Let me look at her. She has no awakenings. As for abilities are not maxed out, but they're pretty high. And then her stats look like this. Not quite as nuts as the girl Shinku. Your opinion on soft-boiled eggs? I like them. I prefer if they're soaked in something, though. Sticks, I have Fadia A1. Which awakening should I select?
Gaze is the child of love.
What's the first one I grabbed?
I like the way you look at me.
The duration and damage cap increase for destructive experience. Destructive experience is the one that lets her take the, like, it causes targets to share damage that Fadia takes. Because most people use her as a tank. So if you're going to use her as a tank, you want more enemies taking damage when she takes damage. Because she doesn't really do much other than that. Most of her awakenings actually increase her damage. Okay, let me try and get through some stuff. Let me see. I buy Song Team, which uses Lacrimosa, Cicady, and Honyul, though in Rails I use G1 instead of Honyul because I use Honyul in the Chaos Team as well. Totally fair. Crit rate is only for her attacks, and most of the damage is from dot, so crit damage is better. That's exactly, I agree, yeah. Because her dot always does a 50%, assuming that information is correct. I think crit damage would be better of the two, but I think incantation percent is probably the best. Because it's just an all-around increase. Most dot damage builds in this game use damage percent. Like, if you want to do a Lacrimosa sub-DPS build, you want to do chaos percent for that reason. What's the main use of the support Esper ability? It's when they swap. So, the support Esper ability is when, if I'm remembering correctly, it's when you swap to them. It's the attack they do. Yes, I like soft-boiled eggs. Does that mean that recommendations from the game for modules and cartridges are not always accurate? Yes. I forgot I don't have Cicady either, and I'm getting Sanko. I don't know what awakenings to choose on Daffodil. My bad for not being clear. On Daffodil, I don't know much about her. I only have Awakening 1, and I think I just increased the break damage because she's all about break. I don't know if this is correct. I just vibe checked it. Also show us Eroi build. I'm gonna just let you look at her while I keep reading through chat, and then I'll probably remember at some point. So here are stats. It's nothing crazy. Yes, it is the best. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. When does a new unit come out? Like 2 days. I gotta be honest, I care more about signatures than awakenings. That is probably a good stance to have, especially for a main DPS character. Usually a signature weapon provides a much bigger damage bonus than an awakening. Even another character in a team will provide more of a damage bonus. Thank you for subscribing, Nunopog. Welcome in. This is the best. What server you're playing on? America. Awesome build. Thank you. I'm 20 away from Eroi at weapon guarantee. Will it carry to the next unit? Yes, it will. Sticks, do you have any videos where you're on whatever you're explaining? I know it sounds weird, but I don't understand consoles fully and awakenings properly. Not really, because it's character to character. So it's gonna really depend on what's going on. You could always look for online stuff and then also test it out yourself. A good thing about this game is that you can change the awakening on a whim. You can just change it whenever you want. She's null, yes. Essentially, intro skill in Wua, basically. Yeah, but yeah, what do you call it? Your pity stays. Ash. Your pity will stay on the banner. The one with insight goes amazing with A5 Zonko. Nice, okay. I'll probably try and, I might try out, if I get really, really lucky. If I get super lucky and I get A1 Zonko, I'll try that out. Why not? And then I'll put it in our A5. You'll usually get 60 keys in a patch and only spend Annulith if you need it. Yes. You think they will ask us to race with our jet ski in sea races? Our own jet ski? Probably not. Oh shit, never mind, sorry. What's up, Danny? I think it doesn't. It'll only carry when the banner's back on the arc. Yeah, no, it carries over. It's fine. Never really cared about awakenings. Yo, what's up, gang? Did I miss anything? I've just been talking and rambling for about 30 minutes-ish. So, probably not. I think you're pretty good. Welcome in Game with Galactic. Not gonna lie, I'm not used to the Yenti building system, so I'm pretty confused about it. It's very similar to other games. It's just the way that the gear works is slightly different. Because you have like one main stat piece, and then you just have a bunch of little shit. Yeah, it always mostly built with cycle intensity in mind, and it's not because of anything other than the manner of her existence, I guess. Because she just, I finally, yeah, okay. So she had a healing bonus. I think I recently got that. I might throw it in later, but so many incantation bonus ones. What was charge efficiency again? That's the speed of the ult. That's how fast they get ult, I believe. By the way, what is mental damage? Is it breakbar damage? I don't remember. I know mental damage is something specific. I don't remember exactly what mental damage is. Wasn't it the speed in which the ultimate charges? Yes. Charge efficiency is ult speed. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Or rather, it's the efficiency at which you fill your ult based on doing things that fill your ult charge. It's the same thing. Like, functionally, it's ult speed. In terms of gameplay, NT is closest to Withering Waves. Is it? I guess so, with all the parry stuff. What do you think is the hardest part of understanding Consoles and Awakenings? I don't know. Reading? Oh, you know what? Maybe, like, if you use an off-spec or a different setup from what's recommended by the game, probably the Tetris, and knowing what pieces to use to take advantage of things like this. Because, for example, this increases crit damage by 16% for each Type 3 module equipped. So in order to maximize this, you need a lot of Type 3 modules, and you would want to do this even if you're not using the, like, quote-unquote, designated set by the game. So, cycle intensity is based on the damage provided by astral reactions. I'm aware. I don't have any other units that had a lot of cycle intensity, so I just dumped it on Eloy. I think NT building is simpler than WUA. I think it's simpler, but it's not simpler because it's, like, easier. It's simpler because WUA is really convoluted in the way that you have to farm gear for characters, in my opinion. It's cool. I like how they've implemented it into the game, but the amount of it you need to do is kind of insane. When I was, like, trying to max out my Cardathea, because my Cardathea has, like, fucking goated stats right now. She's, like, perfected, damn near. And trying to get to that point was, like, holy. It's a lot. I asked the same thing. I'm getting chaos damage, mental, and psyche damage, not incantation, not crit. Mental damage is psyche damage that ignores defense. I have no idea if what I said is true. Lamau. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing, Danny. That is the part that saddens me when I have a perfect setup to maximize little boost, but it's forced to put type 2 pieces instead. Yes. I see. Okay, so I think I feel better now because my view on consoles has changed in a good way. Good to know. Okay, thanks. Yes. Because it can't fit, but it's more of a personal, internal thing for me. Yeah, I get that. Zonko in break plus Discord. Yes, Zonko with Daffodil is going to be a fun setup. It should be. Zonko with Daff. Sorry, when I don't understand anything. Okay, fair enough. Is it possible to get other main stats besides attack and DPS? I mean, yeah, of course. You can get crit rate. You can get crit rate. You can get cosmos damage percent. Crit rate. Look at how many of these I fucking have. Oh my god, look at all this. Crazy. In NT, it's so easy to build characters. Exactly. Yeah, like, at least to get, like, a pretty, like, decent foundation for them, it's really easy to get to that point. Yo, by the way, what characters does Zonko sit better with? Depends on the team you want. She has, like, 3 different teams she'll be good with. There's dot teams, break teams, and break teams are only available, in my opinion, if you have her at A1, though. So if you have her A0, it's going to be dot teams or follow-up teams. Okay, 6, I'm really sorry. I have to go now. Thank you for answering my questions. You're welcome. You see your little teaser animation for Zonko? It's low-key a vibe. I don't think I have, unless you're talking about the PV that was in the 1.3 trailer. Or the 1.3 preview. What do you mainly use the gold warp pieces for? Limited pulls. Limited pulls, limited pulls, limited pulls. The only reason you would not use it for a limited pull is if there's a character you don't have that's a standard character that you need for a setup. That's it. I haven't done rabbit hole in a long time. Fair. So if I had to choose between cartridge that has mental or chaos damage, I should choose the mental one because it ignores defense. No, because I think mental is... I was just reading what Azan said. Here, you know what? I'll look into it real quick. What a hoarder of console pieces. What else am I supposed to do with them? I'll look into this because I've never really bothered with it. It's a specialized damage type. So, okay, so mental damage is the damage that comes at the end of a Nova Esper reaction. According to, like, 3 different websites that I hope are not incorrect and giving me misinformation. So, no, you don't. Unless you're going for only Nova. Chaos damage is probably better. Chaos percent. Okay, let me... I just don't get cartridges somehow. Well, if you do Rabbit Hole, you should get cartridges. Bolt Dameth in our weapon, but can't farm anything for it because I haven't finished the main quest. Yeah, that's another thing. That's rough. If building was as hard as Genshin, I wouldn't play it. I don't need any more scam artifacts. What the fuck are dots and break? Break is break damage. Dots are damage over time effects. What's Lacrimosa's... Sorry, what's Zanko's best team without Lacrimosa? I have A1 Daff and Sakiti. Either a follow-up team with Linko or get A1 Zanko and do a break team with Daffodil. Especially since you have A1 Daff. Save warp pieces, only use if you're short on pulls, mainly use it for red dice. Sticks, by the way, 2 days ago, I wanted to record my first ever NT-related video. I have with my, I asked myself, why not roll for Eroi before ending the video, and first pull got Eroi? Nice. Delete them for more gold coins. Yeah, that's fine. Although damage is useless right now? Yeah, probably. Real question, how many banners do you think free-to-plays have to skip for A6? Probably... It depends on your luck, but if you don't get lucky, probably 3 or 4. You have to skip... Well, no. Let me think. You'd have to skip, I think, 3 patches. So, like, 6 characters. Depending on how many pulls we get. And that's to have, like, a decent shot at it. If you're guaranteeing it, though, you'd have to go for longer, because you get like 1 full character per patch, basically. You guarantee 1 character per patch. Because you get like 80 pulls, and then you also get the rebate pulls. And then if you use the standard pulls and the keys, you get more rebate pulls, so you should have enough for a guaranteed character per patch. Good luck on your pulls, everyone, in passing 1.3, because not only in Chaos are still viable for me. Love to see it. I'm so fucking behind. Let me speed run this shit. You'll usually get 60 tri-keys a patch, so use it for red dice only if you're sure on pulls. Yes, only use it for red dice, the warp things. Definitely do that. I only use it for red dice, or like I said, a specific standard character if I really, really need it. And I don't have the character yet. Because I got Fadia like 3 times, and she's the only one I got from the gacha. The rest I had to guarantee from stuff, until I got more. Okay, I've done those for the consoles truly despise, and no I won't use. Fair enough. But the problem is that the recording was shit and the audio were so unsynchronized. That is unfortunate. Yo, bro, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Shivanch. Welcome in. You're at 1 unit per patch, so you need 6 or 7 patches for A6. To guarantee it, yes. To have a decent shot at getting it, you'd need to skip about 3 patches. If you're going off of like a lot of averages, and the fact that you could roll high or low, on average, you'd probably need to skip 3 full patches. I actually need some gambling in NT. The Fons one sucks. Fair. I had enough Fons, so I went ahead and got Draco. You only get about 80 pulls for patches of free to play. You only get about 80 pulls, but you also get rebate pulls, and then you also get standard pulls that you can turn into more rebate pulls, and then you also get keys that you can turn into more rebate pulls. So you should actually get almost 100 pulls total. If you use all of your golden warp tokens as limited pulls, you'll get like 100 a patch. A6 are not that worth it in this game? True. You probably want to stop it around A2 to A6. Or sorry, fucking what? A2 to A3. A2 to A3 is where you maximize the effectiveness of a character, and that's if that character has good awakenings. So I would highly recommend rocking with that. Do you have Sakiti A1? Yes, I do. Speaking of the Draco, on my last 2 pulls, bike and 10 standard pulls, do we gamble for the bike or do we save for better apartment for cheese? At that point, it's worth it regardless of which you get. In my opinion, the 10 standard pulls are worth the 2 million that you would spend. So that's worth it regardless of what you get. Personally. Should I build Adler for Zonko? I don't think you need Adler for Zonko. I could be wrong. So, I think you should be good. Enjoy your pixie stick game with Galactic. I'm so sad because I had to burst through multiple layers. I mean, it happens. Like, I don't know. I don't know anyone whose first video was some fucking cinematic masterpiece, personally. My first video was recorded on an iPhone that I propped between two remotes and pointed at a TV while I made Skyrim guides on how to glitch the fuck out of the game and break it on PS3. Like, that was my first actual video. And it no longer exists because YouTube is interesting about children content. But, and I was technically a child. So, you know, it is what it is. Seeing as how not only in Hole 3 getting ruins, I'm scared about Chaos's ruin because I need more copies of Zark. Nice. Well, we'll see. Question: do you know what the character capacity is for a new house? I don't. You can build Adler for full break. Oh, okay, cool. That could be fun. I ended up at A5 Lacrimosa in around 235 pulls as a free to play. Yeah, which that's pretty lucky, but it's not like, you know, insane. It's like that was pretty lucky of you. So I think, you know, waiting for like 3 patches to do pulls is good. If you're trying to go for A6. It's not going to be guaranteed. If you want to guarantee it, you're going to want to wait like 5 or 6 patches. But apart from Miroy, I have all characters. Is my luck godly? I have every character except Chaos. You can guarantee almost every character in this game. Like that's how good it's been so far. If you just space your pulls out a bit. Now, if you have high awakening characters in addition to that, then yeah, your luck is crazy. Do you have any idea how Linko's performing compared to Zonko? No clue, because Linko is not playable at all yet. As far as I'm aware. Is skipping Zonko a good idea? If you don't like her, then yeah. If you don't like Zonko, then skip her. Like, she's not... There's no must pulls in this game. You're not going to be bad because you didn't pull everyone. Question: I've been stacking HP on all Fadia gear, but she's not really hitting hard. I thought her damage scales with HP. It does. The problem is that Fadia is not a DPS unit. She's a tank. So, yes, she does more damage than if you didn't build HP on her. But she's not a main DPS, so she's not going to hit Shinku numbers, for example. She's not going to hit Lacrimosa numbers. She's not going to hit Chaos numbers. It's just not going to happen. Since I'm a Virgil fan, I'm down bad for Katana user character, as you should. I am the storm that is approaching. Not having a 50-50 is such a win for NT. True. She's good without Linko? Yes, Zonko's fine without Linko. Only one of her teams really wants Linko, anyway. Linko would be helpful in other teams, maybe, but I don't know if Linko would be better than, like, Iroi on a dot team. Same, I've got everyone but Chaos. I wanted Chaos really bad, I just got unlucky. And I got to, like, 70 or 80 pity and didn't get him. So, it is what it is. I have all characters, so I was lucky to get A6 Lacrimosa. Nice. Adler, Zonko, Sakiti, and Daffodil are her best break team. Holy fuck, there's so much going on. Y'all are quick with it. All of you talking to me at the same time. Alright. Yeah, so crazy break team. Nice. Don't have Iroi because I skipped her. Okay. Blackbird is rumored in 1.4 and EXE in 1.5, so not possible to A1 Zonko. I'm doing the same thing. I'm saving. I want Zonko really bad, though. So if I get an early Zonko, I might pull a little bit on Linko, but I'm not going to go hard on Linko. Body has to support, my man. She's a tank. She's not a support. She's a tank. She literally just eats damage for free by putting her on your team. She's a tank unit. A tank could be considered a type of support in a gacha game, but she's a tank. She's not a DPS. No clue. I'm just here for the vibes. Box man will help more than I. I need Zonko's weapon, but after patch we will get 40... What? Ah, yeah. A better temporary arc for Zonko? I don't know. I'll give me a second and ask me that in a little bit when I've got everything up. Let's see. Okay, can you suggest the best supports? Hanyul, Iroi, Hanyul, to be honest, is just fucking crazy good for everyone. Iroi is pretty nice as well. Hotri, if you have her, she's like real good. Welcome in, Paul loves her cake. see. Chaos will soon be forgotten. This kid is very limited. I don't think he'll be forgotten. We all want your attention, Stixer? Bruh. But the fish buff? Yeah, Fadi is a damage bone? Yes, she is. May I ask you a question? It'll help me a lot. Go ahead. I'm being asked many questions right now. It will not bother me if you continue asking questions. I right now like 9.4k Annulith. I think I'll save for the 1.3 patch. I like Linko's animation for Zonko, so maybe. Fair enough. Can you suggest some best supports? Yes. So here, I could probably better suggest it while looking at them. Idoi, very nice. She's very nice. Very good shit. Hotri, also very good. Sakiri, didn't mention her. She does a lot of grouping, and then she also has damage increasing. GU1's pretty good because she can heal a little bit if you have her A1, but even if you don't, I need to fix her abilities. But even if you don't have her at A1, then you can still use her for grouping and for helping boost, you know, like you boost your like anima shit. Not only makes a pretty good support specifically for Shinku. Adler's a nice tank. Body is a nice tank. There, I would consider that those support roles. And yeah. Oh yeah, Hanyul. Hanyul's fucking goated. Hanyul puts an attack buff on the whole team. That's really nice. Like Hanyul literally works with every single fucking team ever because all she does is just bump your attack up. I've been watching your content for a while but haven't subbed. Sorry. All good, all good. Welcome in. Anya got tiered down in Pridwin. I mean, it makes sense. She's not like the best, but she's still good with everyone. And for what is currently out of the game, you don't need more than her. Only 10 days for September. Wait, why are you wasting resources on upgrading a temporary arc? I don't think there's anything wrong with upgrading a temporary arc. Let's see. Recommend cheese arc for Zonko? Yeah, I didn't remember what type Zonko's arc is.
Got something to say?
You probably want one. I don't think there's any that are going to do incantation damage, so you probably want one with crit damage. Yeah, so like, for example, you're just going to want something with crit damage. If you have Cheese's arc, it's got crit damage on it. If it's already built up, use it. I already have it built up because I liked using Cheese for a while, so. You have a lot of viewers and questions today. Look, it is what it is. I'm just trying to make sure everyone knows that I'm reading and listening and trying to answer questions, even if I'm not like the most informed person ever. I need to drink water though. I'm gonna die. Bro's just getting overwhelmed by his gang. Slow down. Because of Cheese weapon base stats? Yeah, it's gonna be because of the crit damage, basically. Linko Send, like she had a very high potential? What do you mean? What are those console modules, bro? On fucking GU1, the character I don't use? I don't use her. You neglect Cheese? I've been neglecting Cheese recently, yes. I've been neglecting her. I think I removed something from her. I don't remember what. I know what I did. I did something. You know. I still like, she still chills in the apartment. Let's see. Took me 5 run pulls to A6 Chaos. Wild. People who really neglect a free A6 character they got, Cheese is really forgotten. I like using her in for solo content, and I used her for a long time, but when I got Shinku, she does more chaos damage than Cheese does. The problem with Cheese is Cheese doesn't have a specific synergy with characters in the game. Like, for the most part. So, thanks, Rove, for making useful shorts on characters. It helped me a lot with choosing which characters to skip and which to summon. It's great to know. Welcome in. That's on Inia. Can you show your Cheese doing Beyond the Rails 12 solo? I want to see the damage. No. No, she's not built for that shit anymore. I think I gutted her. I'm pretty sure I just gutted her whole shit. She's no longer built for that. Console modules and everything except Hanyo. Same, I ditched my Cheese level 60, fair enough. She's the cheese in one, true. Enjoy your pixie stick drone fire. I don't like Cheese's gameplay. I like it. It just is unfortunate because I don't feel like other units mix super well with her. And because of that, she has like a really harsh cap on what she can do. And that, do you think 1000 Less One Night's store will replace Matt's farming? You say that as if it hasn't already. It has. It's replaced it. Like, most people would rather just go there and do it. Cheese is so good, but but the problem with my cheese is the arc level and console cartridge and modules and Esper abilities passive investments. What the fuck? So the problem is everything? The problem is arc level, consoles, cartridge, the modules, the Esper abilities, the passives, the investments. The problem is everything. The problem is that your Shinko ain't built for shit. Linko will mix with her well. Will she? Is it considered a follow-up attack? Wait, that's everything. Yeah. The problem you have is everything. Nah, not everything. I have her at level 80. Oh, congratulations. You have her at level 80 and have nothing else going on for her. Honestly, Cheese has a really pretty Bonten outfit, like one of the best and cutest. I agree. I agree. I love it. Are you pulling Zonko? I will try. You will try. Yeah, are these like follow-ups or something? What makes her work so well with Linko? I don't remember this being a follow-up attack. I don't remember her having any follow-up attacks. Charge efficiency. I guess maybe the extra ult energy? He's basically saying Cheese is the problem, maybe. The Cheese neglect is real? You're only A6 as rank? Well, for me, she's A5. She's not A6, yeah. I'm trying. So if you cleared the current rotation beyond the rails, yeah, I cleared it really easy. It was super easy. This one was easier than last week, in my opinion, or last run. Man, you better out your Cheese in a mansion for the things you put her through, Azan. Yes. How much Fons do you currently have? Not a lot. I have 1.5 million. And this is after, like, emptying out Hunter's Exchange. I got the Draco, all that stuff. Will you pull the Tide? No. God, no. I wanted to pull for the Zero outfit. But 20 million? 20 million? What are your teams? Here, I can show you. Am I really that cooked? Maybe. Alright. So, these are the teams I rock. Shinku, Eroi, 0, Skia. As you can see, Shinku's the only level 80 here, 2 level 70s, and then a level 50. And then, I don't care about the gnarly outfit, personally. Are people complaining about 1.5 million? I don't think they're wait, what do you mean? What are people complaining about? 10 mil was my limit for the Tide. My limit for Tide was the same price, or I wanted it to be less than Draco. I have a question. Would you like if they added skateboards, roller skates, rollerblades, and segways? That'd be pretty fun. Yo, I need your help. What is the best character you think would be funniest to fish out of the sea? The funniest character to fish out of the sea. Probably Mint attached to a fish. Off the top of my head. Or Aurelia. If you wanted to fish out the person themselves, maybe Aurelia, but if you wanted to fish out Mint attached to a fish that you had hooked, I think that would be funny. I think everyone is literally after the outfits decided to get jet ski. Yeah, sure. Did you see the break damage does not go A1 in def? I've heard of it. Use boosts. Why? Why not? I don't know. They're there. They cost this currency that I get for free. So I just use them for fun. You can clear without boosts? Well, yeah. But I can clear even faster with boosts, and it's fun. I don't know. I just pick things because I think they look fun to play with. I use solo Shinku on the rails. Nice. Alright, thank you so much. You're welcome. I got Shiku mostly for the cafe. She's level 40. Fair. Yeah, I just do stuff because I think it's fun. What are the best A-class characters in the game? Hanyul is the best A-class character in the game, I think. A rank. Aurelia is also really good, I've heard. For like low team number damage stuff. Yeah, like here, look. You wanna see proof of it being fun? Now, for my fellow Shinku enjoyers, if you were to join this and have a low level or a low amount of gaze, you can just wait until 8 stacks, and then it won't trigger the fight until you walk up.
I'll take point. Fons. Time to take a harder approach. Stand down.
Let me take it. Grip the fight. It's like zero.
I'm here to super scary inside my dreams. Time for a nightmare.
Is that it?
Bring my claw. You're stuck here with me.
Providing back. All in a day's work.
He's invisible right in front of me.
They surrender now.
Fake splinter and fracture.
Tracer, I'm here to have fun in your dreams.
He's a little far.
Nightmares.
There's an Audible Premium thing. I mean, I do think... Actually, I'm not gonna say anything. They have to pay me first. I'm not saying anything unless they pay me. Also, I fucked that up. Respect for using male MC. I think he looks better. I don't know. Personal preference. I was gonna say I like boys, but I figured out of context it might sound a little weird. Not weird as in like, oh no, there's something wrong with it, but weird as in I personally am not attracted to same sex. So people might misunderstand and think I'm like, you know, baiting. But I just prefer how the male MC looks. You don't use it always hold attack? It does quite a decent amount? No. I tried using it and then so here's the problem with using it always hold attack. You can squeeze 6 slams in Shinku's setup there if you do it fast enough. I choose male MC because he can front flip. True. I can't double jump here for some reason, but
Appraiser, this is Shinku.
what do you call it? Yeah, I just try to get through all the characters except Shinku as fast as possible. Maybe you do more overall damage if you needed to attack for like 10 straight minutes or something by using Iroi like that, but I don't know. I have found that I deal the damage faster from that. Use Iroi's skill first, then ult, then hold her basic attack. It will trigger hold basic. Yes, the problem is doing that costs time. And the faster I swap to Shinku, the faster I deal damage, if that makes sense. Even if I technically long-term do more damage by doing that, the goal is not to do more long-term damage. The goal is to kill that fucker as fast as possible. You know what I mean? Also, I have a funny thing open that's probably making this laggy as fuck. The flowers everywhere likely do not help. I need to take someone to the movies, I forgot. But yes, I can show the Shinku build. It's not nothing crazy.
I'm not a good person to kill time with.
So I have her signature arc. Her console I have is crit rate, and it's a pretty decent console if you ask me. and then 0 awakenings, and all of her shit is maxed out except for support skill. And one of her life skills. Her overall stats look like this. She's got about 2200 attack, 81% crit rate, 172 crit damage. She has some universal damage, some cosmos damage. Nothing crazy. Thanks for subscribing, Tron. Fun fact, male MC has the fastest normal sprint so far. Nice. It's pretty cool. I think I'll just buy the villa and save the rest of the Fons for 1.4. Fair. I low-key want a melee character that has a lot of chained, charged-up strikes. Maybe an Oni-like character? That could be fun. Maybe something like Silas, where they attack with the chains. That'd be cool. Silas from League of Legends.
Theater, dark.
That's a good build. I think it is. It could be better, but I think it's good. I think it's fine. It's serviceable. It's not the best, but it is serviceable. How do you get Shinku? You pull her on her limited banner, which is no longer happening. You'll have to wait till a future time. Why is Aurelia's birthday different from others? What do you mean? Best DPS? In my opinion, right now, Shinku. I've heard Chaos is really good too, though. I just don't have him. I have a personal always pair Chaos with the incantation rule that my brother calls obsessive. It's either Scorch Team or Discord Team. Can't be Nova. Fair enough. I mean, there's not like a bunch of crazy Nova synergy right now anyway, so. Nova's good, but only if you're already running like other shit. Nice build. I'm using Chaos Arc for Shinku. I've got no signature for her. Chaos Arc for Shinku is really good. Chaos is, in my opinion, better. I think he might be better, but less flexible is the problem. Which, the problem with a DPS is if they're less flexible, like, if I remember correctly, Shinku has, like, one team that can have variations within it. If I'm remembering correctly, Chaos has one team. And if you don't have his one team, you kind of just fuck yourself. That's, how do you get Shinku? That's the neat part. You don't. Yes. So yeah, Chaos's issue is that he's really not flexible at all. And so the second that supports come out that don't benefit him, he just instantly gets worse by association. In the same way that like Shinku got better when Iroi came out, even though she was already good. Can you tell the decent number of attack, crit rate, and damage? Depends on the character. Every character has different needs for it because they have different passives and stuff that affect how their skills are. And like affect how their stats look. Like for Shinku, I'd say 2200 attack is pretty decent. You need Hawthorne with him? Yeah, exactly. And 0. Yes, you need both of them. And if you do not have either of them, it tanks his damage. So, Shinku has an element of this, but she's a lot more, like, if a new Lakshana unit comes out, what do you call it? If a new Lakshana unit comes out, Shinku will be able to use her, because Shinku just needs a Lakshana unit. She doesn't need specifically Skia. Skia is just the best Lakshana unit to apply what she needs. Did you buy the book go-kart? I did not. GU or Hanya works? Yeah, Giyuan will work with her, Nonali will work with her, Idoi will work with her, all kinds of shit. Is Shinku team stronger than Nonali team? Yes, way stronger. In my opinion. For quick damage. 2 YouTube vertical streams? There shouldn't be. Should just be 1. Yeah, in my opinion, a Shinku team is stronger than a Nonali team. I've heard Blossom does more damage overall if the fight lasts longer, but the rotation is longer. Akane will be Lakshana? Yeah, I just don't know what she'll be. I don't know if she'll be a support or what. Hathor crying in the corner. It's unfortunate. I mean, Hathor is doing great in a Chaos team. So. Not only is just a stronger team, though, maybe for long-term damage, but not for short-term damage. Every time I've seen an equally built, that's kind of the kicker here. Equally built Shinku team. It's been better. A lot of motherfuckers would be like, ah yes, look at my fucking 5 billion, all my characters in this team, and then it does better than Shinku A0. It's like, okay, yeah, cool. All right. put them on even playing fields. Why is Skia greater than Hathor in the Shinku team? Skia has a few things going for him. I will explain them. So, first, as Fon says, Skia has more Remora uptime. This is not the only thing he provides, though. Good Boy's Grand Adventure is an arc that Skia can run and Hathor cannot. This increases his charge efficiency, which lets him keep better up with all the stuff going on, and it increases the team attack by 10% for 20 seconds after casting an ultimate. In addition to that, if enemies are controlled by the ultimate, it increases team attack by an additional 6%. I don't think that we don't really factor for whether or not the second effect is going to hit, but the 10% is nice. And then you'll also run him with Speedy Hedgehog, so that he has even more charge efficiency, and increases the ally's attack by an additional 15% for 20 seconds after the wearer casts an ultimate. Then, on top of that, if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. I need to make sure I'm checking the right. I remember there being a thing related to his Remora and extra damage, but I could be wrong. Yes, so he makes targets slower, and he also, there's something related to him increasing attack when he hits them with his shit. Either way, Broski provides a lot more than Hathor for a Shinku team. He just does more. Hathor's not a support, is the thing. Like, that's the deal, right? And technically Skia is not supposed to be either. He just happens to be an arc type that lets him be turned into a support. That's the benefit of him. Best DPS now is Lacrimosa, but Shinku is a better team DPS? Yeah. The best single DPS is Lacrimosa. I don't think that's going to change for a minute. Are there 2 YouTube live streams? One is wide, one is tall. One is vertical, one is horizontal, if I'm remembering correctly. His Remora buff lasts a bit longer than Hathor. I mean, it's not just a bit longer either. It lasts much longer. I think it's 12 piece and 18. You're missing the type 2 piece module.
Got something to say?
The paperwork you need is on the desk.
What do you mean? What am I missing the type 2 piece module? In what? What? I have absolutely no idea what you're... I feel like I'm going insane. What type 2 piece module? We just need more support characters all? True, yeah. We need them to give us more support characters. I'm hoping next patch, because it's Blackbird and Akane, I hope they're both either support or sub DPS. Just not main DPS. On Skia. Oh, you just mean this. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. His stats don't matter. I'm not filling it in because I don't need to. He's not here for damage. He's here to be a shuttle for other shit. He's fine. I'm not worried about him dealing much more damage or anything like that. Like, I don't even do his skills. Blank space? Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. He's a shuttle. Also, you need his passive. Suppression, because this is what applies the Remora enhancement. Aurelia profile. Aurelia I've not built fucking at all. She's just chill. She's here. She just gets to exist. And have a fun time, hopefully. Hawthorne's DPS Skia can be main 2 or more about and also help the team. Hawthorne's in S rank, so you get less awakenings. That is also true. Another thing with Hawthorne, most people don't have her A1.
Recipient confirmed.
And her A1 is where you get... what do you call it? Fuck, am I stupid? She has something that people like. I think it's just this. Where's this? I think it's this one. Either way, she doesn't get awakenings as easily. So if you have like a bunch of awakenings on her, you might find her to be better. But she's not going to be as good. And then this right here only increases her personal damage. She doesn't really have like support options. Like all she can do is increase her own damage with this. None of the options here. See Aurelia's. Let me see Aurelia.
I'm not a good person to kill time with.
I'm always available.
What about Aurelia? It's your birthday? March 9th. What about it? Maybe it's September 3rd. I would consider this March 9th. Maybe she just likes writing it like that. She wants you to guess. Play a guessing game. Am I a March or a September child? Try it. Guess it's easier to use, my opinion. Yeah, I think he runs in more specific stuff. Now see others? I looked at others. Yes. A lot of people do not know you are to press her redirect skill 3 times after ult. So here's the problem. People do that with Hawthorne, you're wasting time. Why is it 3/9 and not March 9th? No idea. It could be March 9th, it could be 3rd of September. Whatever they decide to do. Yeah, I have no idea. It might just be a typo, which would be really funny. I will say though, Absolute Fruit Punch, here's the problem with that. When you take Hawthorne, and you use her ult and then press her redirect 3 times, you're wasting a lot of time on her. Because you need for charge to last long enough through Shinku's ult that she can hit 5 or 6 of her skill attacks. So if you are constantly, you know, like dumping a bunch of time into Hawthorne, yes, Hawthorne's damage will go up, but you'll lose Shinku damage. And that's already a problem that is like prevalent with Hawthorne versus Skia, because Hawthorne already doesn't have as long of a Remora time. It does big damage, but man, that build-up's long as hell. Yeah, I mean, it's just not enough. Like, it's not enough damage to compensate for what you're losing by taking away from Shinku uptime. Also, keep in mind, most of the time in this game, you're not building for who can deal the most damage over a long period of time. You have a health bar, and the winner is whoever can get that health bar to 0 in the fastest amount of time. That's it. So it doesn't matter if it does more damage in like the long run. That's why I mentioned with like Blossom teams too. Blossom teams, I think technically can deal more damage in the long run than like any other team in the game, I think. The problem is you have to build them up to that point. And it takes a second, you know? Is the bud shop gonna stay after this update? I've heard it's permanent. Though unless there's a survivor mode like boss, that might change. Sure, but that doesn't exist right now. When there's a survival mode, Adler and Fadia and Iroi will get way better. Like, even better than they already are. And then, you know, there will be a bunch of other shit that people like. So. I wish there were an attack speed stat. No, you don't. I can tell you, I can tell you right now, any game with this kind of like setup, you don't want attack speed to be something that is variable.
If only I had wings.
It always fucks shit up. It always does. Every time. Thank you, G. You're welcome. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but you're welcome. I'm a little overwhelmed at the moment, so I'm just kind of vibing. Are you excited for the new story? Yes. I am. I think it'll be fun. Ugh. Alright. Either way. Is that a glitch? Yeah. It's getting patched next patch, though. But it's fine. The Security and Faria are so slow. The new story is very long. Say absolutely nothing about it. You can tell me that's very long, and that's fine. I'll probably do it over, like, 2 days. But do not provide any contextual information whatsoever. Wouldn't Dot do slightly more over time than Blossom because it does a lot with more stacks? Only if it reaches those stacks. Most dots have a max stack cap, and as far as I can tell, Blossom is very good at just making more and more of them because of Idoi and Nonoli. As of now. Did we get the weekly rest? What do you mean? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of these, I think. Dot is faster than Blossom. Blossom is slow as fuck. Okay. Yeah, so Dot builds up faster, but it also is capped. Blossom takes a while to build up, but does more damage. Can you fucking... Okay. Stupid ass buttons.
Providing back. Fons. Stay out of.
Is there any update coming for that? Coming soon game mode in the Fight Club? No idea.
Engage. Time to take a harder approach. Stay out of trouble.
Let's finish this.
It's super scary inside my dreams. All kiddos on my command.
Damn. And then it dies. When is 1.3 releasing again? Tomorrow night. My time. So in like a little over a day. I could probably do... I need to remember. What's the timing on that? Okay, whatever. It's in. Okay, then see you later. Gotta go. Alrighty, Yoshik. Have a wonderful day. Hey, I mean, you can save it or use it or whatever you want, really. Welcome in, 02. Whoops.
I'm not a good person to kill time with.
I don't remember what I wanted. No, whatever.
Engage. Fons. Stand down.
Trust me.
Damn. What level is your Skia? Level 50. Tomorrow night for me, yeah. It'll be early Wednesday morning for many. Least favorite boss? I don't know.
I'll take point. Stay out of trouble.
I will strike.
I'm here to help.
Everyone hates that thing? Really? I mean, it dies quick. From where you are. Yeah, from where I am, it's night. But I think for a lot of people, it's probably going to be early Wednesday morning. But for me, it'll be Tuesday night. Sorry, I forgot to ask. Did you have a problem with a villain being playable or redeemable? I have no issues with that. I don't really care. But I would prefer if antagonistic characters stayed antagonistic and were still playable. I don't know. I like the dynamic of that. Personally. Here it's Monday at 4:40. Yeah, here it's Monday at 10:40 a.m. In Europe, it's Wednesday morning. Yeah. I live in the US, so. So for me, I think it should go live like, what, 11 p.m. or something my time?
Providing back. Big bet.
Crazy, I'm here to help, friend.
Minutely. Nice. Do the 1000 less one game quests from the places have any significant impact, or can we just skip that and push for nightmare mode? I mean, they have a bit of an impact on, like, how far you push, because, God, wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm looking for incantation damage percent, and this fucker gives me anima damage percent, fucking cosmos damage percent, chaos damage percent, anything but? Oops, everything except incantation? Why can I get this on the... Whatever. I don't care. It's fine. Who gives a fuck? You know, did I get anything interesting on the purple one? You know, fuck you. Alright.
No room. Oh, one go.
Engage. Fons. Stay out of touch. Trust mark.
Crazy, I'm here to help.
It's like 5 a.m. for C Eastern, maybe, yeah. It's usually a little bit faster, yes. I just always assume it won't be.
Ramtana, support me.
Alright, you son of a bitch. Fuck you. No, I don't want to leave. Let's go gambling. Yes, indeed. Let's. Oh yeah, that would be
Got
why
something to
I'm
say?
getting better
Is there
Iroi
anything
stuff.
I can help with?
It's because that's also Iroi's setup. I forgot. That's why I got the better module for Iroi without realizing it. Why the fuck is... Oh, it's because they want me to use Speedy Hedgehog on her. I don't want to. Let's see. Okay, we got some healing bonus. Is there a way for me to... Please tell me I have more than healing bonus. I have one heal. Yeah, no, the healing better. Okay. Nancy. Get you up to... Be fun. I don't really need it, but I feel like pushing her healing up is just fun. So I'll do it. Why not? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I increase her healing bonus for no apparent reason whatsoever? Seems like a perfectly fine idea to me. Hurts more when substats are crit rate, crit damage, attack, and attack percent. Yeah, I'm not looking. I refuse. If I see the main stat is bad, I don't look at the substats because I don't want to get more pissed off. So. Yeah, you know, it's fine. There's no problems here.
Taking a shortcut down.
I want to say, though, This game
If
is
only I
fucking
hadn't been
beautiful.
Taking a shortcut down.
Like, I know for y'all, it's usually like slightly, you know, it looks a little goofy. Depending. Maybe a little choppy or something. But just when you're sitting here, and like the theme that's playing right now, it's so nice. Hi, Mr. Streamer. Glad to see no cheese nor Hawthorne. I'll do it. I'll do it, Kai. I'll do it just because you brought it up. You know what team I can swap to. I'll do it. Out here dropping your propaganda. Spreading your message through the... through fucking whatever. I forget what they call it. Super chats, that's what it is. Super chat propaganda messages. Oh, yes. I'll pull her out. I'll pull them both out. Why not? One of them can show up on vehicles. Can we not? Hello? Why? The more 4 stars, the chance drops of getting S ranks and pulls? No, Nemesis, that's not how that works. So, the way that... I'll explain real quick. So the way pulls work in games like this is it's not like, oh, it's a percentage of all characters all at once. It works differently. What's it called? You have the upgraded ones, but Iroi is always going to be like 1.87% or whatever the fuck. Like the character that you're pulling for is always going to be the same percentage. It will mean the chance of pulling each individual of the other A ranks will go down though. Will not be silenced to spread the truth. No. Yeah, do it. She's only today. Hello, Shiro. Welcome in. Oh, I will hydrate. I didn't even see the Fons said that. I've hydrated. Is that a Porsche ad? What the fuck? Have you ever gotten the banner 3 times in the same temple? Never on any game ever. The closest I got was Nonali. I pulled 3 10 pulls and got her every time. While not trying to get her, by the way. I was trying to get her glider. God damn it. Son of a bitch. What's up, fuckers? Y'all will like teleport to me and shit, or like run over, so it's fine. Be like right here. Okay, bro. Over.
Providing back. Stand down.
Razor, I'm here to help. Wakey, wakey.
Antenna.
How the fuck are you not in jail for vehicular manslaughter? It happens.
Silence. Silence. Silence.
God damn it, the one that had the funny on him is... Okay, it's fun. Zanko is now the weakest DPS by herself. Rip. You drive so bad you might need to double check. What? What does that mean? Also, my driving is amazing. Anyone who disagrees is spreading false information. As you can see, perfectly targeted the flock camera on that pole. I know what I'm doing. What? Azan, I do not understand the jokes you are making. Bro, you caused a power outage? Not my problem. Yeah, I will say, chill out just slightly. it is what it is. Police get him. Nah, that's not my problem. It's fine. Ah. I just beat your ass. Get fucked. Murder, indeed. My bad for the bad joke. I forgot it ain't pre-COVID era anymore. Huh? Another one. Morning all. Fuck you, you jackass, kicking me off my shit. 10 out of 10 driving. No online. 6 or 6 or yes, yes, yes. Welcome in, mouse. Morning. 5-star 1 level by now? Nah, they can't catch you for shit. Not the bike almost flipping over because you. I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, can you beat the police boss? Yeah. I beat it before. You just treat it like Dark Souls and it's really fucking boring, but it's easy. You dodge, you hit once, you dodge, you hit once, you dodge, you hit once, and you just keep doing that. Woo! Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Never mind, I did it. I bounced. What's up, Tool fan? Welcome in. Oh, my bad. What happened? What'd you do? Did you do something? It doesn't look like you did anything. You mean Justice Executioner? Yes. Let's fucking go. Kick your ass. Damaging public roads? True. Wait, can I do this? Yeah! Thanks for the ride! Oh, shit. Alright. Not quite. Can I do it to you? Almost. You can be a little bit closer. Just keep driving, bro. Don't worry about it. This does do the thing to me. Do you think Beyond the Rails is too easy? I think it's fine for the rewards it gives. I think they should make harder levels. Let's keep the political talk out of here. All right? You can make jokes with no mercy, though. That I don't care about. Jokes about political figures are fine as long as it's not about politics itself. That's my rule here. But keep like politics, religion, that kind of stuff. I just want people to have a good time. I'll talk about issues in general, but only if they're relevant to, what we're doing. Car didn't want to carry you around, sure. I used to climb in the cars and do selfie in camera mode. That's something I've done a couple of times. They're pretty fun. Playing to A6 Zonko? No. Oh, geez, no. It's the truck. Was taking this so long to add more emotes and interactions with the characters? No idea. Thanks for subscribing, Void. Thanks for subscribing, Shiro. Enjoy yourselves. I'm gonna go in the ocean. Perfection. I didn't realize this was shallow. You know which skill mats for Zonko? I think it's the hats. These. The hats for Esper abilities. I have a short on it, a short video. Answer the question, brother. It ain't cost you nothing. Answer what question? Who asked me a question? Am I stupid? 1 second. Pardon when I carry you around. 986. Oh. Well, they're all orange. You're really reaching deep for that one, aren't you? Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Wait, right. What happened to the little cats? The little cats lag my shit. So when I'm playing, or correction, NTE lags my shit. Even if I turn this fucker down to the lowest settings, it lags my shit the same as if I had it on max. Like, is stream lagging for you guys at all? I'm assuming it still is, right? If you'd like me to add the little cats anyway, I can. But be aware, it will make the problem worse. Nah, stream is fine, I'm not. What? Oh, like you're not lagging. Well, maybe, I don't know. It's Cheese's fault? That and Unreal Engine 5? Yes. I mean, in reality, Unreal Engine 5, like, I don't know. I've seen games that run good on it, but it's really easy to make games that don't run well with UE5. Chaos with 2000 attack. That's pretty good, I think. But what level is Chaos, and are your consoles all upgraded and shit? Not lagging, just a regular delay on YouTube side? Okay, well on my end, OBS is having a seizure, so I guess that's just me. If the stream suddenly dies at some point, you'll know what happened. No worries about that. It'll be a known outcome. Speaking of which, I need to get some Bond stuff. You can overcap crit rate and chaos? Oh, you can? Cool. I don't use them, so. I actually already have memorized where Lacrimosa's gifts are, so it is what it is. All max, Awaken 1, his signature arc. I mean, at least from what I'm hearing, it looks like you could still go hard on the crit rate. I flinched? What'd you flinch? Oh, I know why you flinched. You want to see me do it again? You know what to do if you don't want it to happen, Kai. I'm exhorting you now. Finding A60 in the next update? Yeah, thanks, God. Thanks, God. A60. Solid. Thanks for doing me that. Nice. I assume that's not what you meant, but I mean, it effectively means the same thing. Saying thank God and thanks God, it's like the same thing. You're looking away and yet you're typing. Somehow I doubt this. Bro, you still have city stamina? I used it all up? Yes, I intentionally didn't use all of it. I could have used it all if I sold all my goldfish, but I just didn't. I didn't even sell all my purple fish. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There you go. So we got these. Oh yeah, so you guys want to see my lovely cafe? I finally hit the levels I wanted, and I was able to do a pretty decent setup using Shinku finally. Rocking Shinku and Sakiri, you can hit a minimum of like 2,600 an hour, which is pretty nice. And if you ever have the thing that makes it so anything with coffee in it gets upgraded, it goes up to like 2,700. You don't get it? If I stop typing, who will spread the truth about cheese and Hawthorne? True. Well, you could... Never mind, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to help you with that. I will not assist you on your mission. You have forgotten a method. And I will not remind you.
Taking a short
That is for you
down.
to rediscover. Shit. There you go. Yes, so that's the bond for that. For that. Where am I going next? Next. Flower shop. I remember, it's up here. I was this close to saying a blasphemy again. Fair enough. What's wrong with cheese and Hawthorne? Nothing. Kai simply has a vendetta against these individuals and would spread propaganda to continue sharing this vendetta with others. You should get Denoise Cafe's glove because it's similar to Edgar's with an amazing boost of traffic.
I'm not a good person.
Is there anything I can help
Isn't
with?
hers just literally the same? It is. It's not, she doesn't need anything. I already have Edgar maxed out. Like, it's not similar, it's the same exact effect. It's, yeah, it is exactly the same. Because the thing is I have the individuals that increase traffic. I guess I could rock instead of Daffodil. Let me see. I could rock Iroi instead of Daff, I think. That might be pretty decent. Replace Daffodil with Iroi.
Got something to say?
That could be a pretty good one. How many do I have on this? I mean, I might as well just start leveling it up, right? Hawthorne skin, win justice to Hawthorne, probably by some. True. Yeah, I could do that. I could replace Daffodil with Iroi. Good idea calling that out. Hello, Stixer. Hope you've been well. Welcome in, Brandon. Yeah, I forgot that Daffodil has an effect related to the actual cafe. I totally forgot about that. So the little bit of extra traffic from Iroi should be good. Bro, it's true, Natalie's coming back? Yes, she is. She's doing a rerun. Speaking of Iroi, let's get her some flowers. She likes sunflowers, so let's get these.
Lacrimosa, love.
Thank you. I'll add it to my stash.
One,
There aren't many gifts in this world that
and one, two,
Oh, whoa.
three.
I like this.
There we go.
A lot.
You thought I forgot, but no, Cheese and Hawthorne know what they did. They must pay for their crimes. Everyone must know they are evil. Alright, Thank you for the super chat, guy. I did think you forgot. I was gonna mention it. I was gonna be like, well, you know one way to make it to make the message linger, don't you? And I was like, nope. I'm gonna let them figure it out. I'm gonna let them figure it. It will be realized. How do you even get the tomato jelly buckets from Osa? They're purchased. True. Thanks for pointing that out. I got plus like 75 Fons per hour now. Yeah, it should be reasonably helpful. I skipped both these girls. Fair. Bro, what did they do? I don't know. I don't know. I'm quite a fan of both of them personally. They're called cuties. You see how like she slides sometimes? I find that very interesting. What happens if I go uphill while doing? Nothing crazy. What happens if I just do this? Wait. Oh my god, wait. No, I have an idea. I have an idea. I have an idea. I know what they did. I saw it's not propaganda. They're gonna fix the Shinku infinite stamina? Of course they are, but I have something funny. I have something funny. There's a timing for it. If you can get the right timing for it, you can make it last longer by just spamming the button and not even having to do the jump. Yo, Azan. Don't, not even as a joke, chill. Calm down. Calm down. I read and answered your question. You asked about how to get the most buckets. I said you have to spend money. I will, however, need to... Here, 1 second. How do I do this? Well, I probably just missed it. But 1 second. There you go. I just have to get rid of that. Weapon of Doom and Despair, yes. Oh, the one of the you talking about blasphemy. I mean, that's just something I have to like read out. I was just like, yes, I see. Dare you, arrogant mortal. Bruh. Thank you for the mint advice. Done. Huh? Which mint advice? Bro, level up MC's life skill.
I'm not a good person.
I leveled it up somewhat. I have it at like level 4. Yeah, that's what it is. Are you gonna pull Zonko? Yes. I will try. I will try. Every time I hear someone say like I'll try or like you can try, my mind goes back to you will try. What is this ear shredding audio lag? I don't know. Anyone else having problems? The animation idea with Mint getting fished out with fish. Oh, yeah. That just sounded like a cute little funny thing. Because she's a cat. Styx is a so-called Sanko skipper? No, I'll try to pull her. How many pull saved? Like fucking 10? Not really. Let me look. So this is prior to Hunter Exchange, but I'm at 10 pity. Oh shit. Okay, I can still hear, it's fine. I'm at 10 pity, and I have, what what is this? That's like 25 pulls, I think. So I have 25 pulls saved, not including the rebate pulls. And I'm in a very fun location. It's not less than 25. It costs 1,600 pulls to do a temple. So it's more than 25, it's 28. That yeah. Welcome in, Prakash. I think. I don't know if you, I don't know if there's a certain way to say that I'm not aware. Yeah. But yeah, I'm also right here, so whenever Zonko's banner starts, I'm gonna hope I get a 1 or a 2. My ideal is I get a 1 and then I roll another one. I did the math, you dum-dum. Yeah, well, the math on the screen shows that you are incorrect because it says right here that 5 pulls is equal to 800 Annulith. So you are the dumb one. You did your math wrong. 1,600 pulls is a 10 pull. 1,600 times 2 is 3,200, which is less than 3,600, which means I have at least 20 pulls of Annulith, and then I have 5 red dice right next to it. So I have at least 25 pulls. Will you go for her summer skin? No, it costs money. I'm free to play. I spend no money. I've mentioned specifically, even if people give me money to spend on the game, I won't. I play free to play only. $27 plus pull. Yeah, it's like 27, almost 28 pulls. Because I'll be left over with like 400 something Annulith. Oh. Yes, throw one of your eyes in a well like Odin, and you know, gain knowledge. God of memory. Do as you must. You will get the character at least by the time her banner goes away. 100%, yeah. My hope is just to get her early. Honestly. Because if I get her early, then I'll have reason to pull at least a little bit on Linko and see if I can get her. Exactly, which is why we'll keep donating, so when you do swipe, you have enough to fully replace cheese forever. No. I'm not swiping. It's not happening. I did mention I had an idea, which is, I'd only do it, I think I'd only do it if I was, like, sponsored. But if I were sponsored to, like, spend money on the game, I'd probably just make a whole new account. Is your Shiku A1? Nope, she's A0.
If only
She's a really well-built A0, though.
got something to say?
81% crit rate, 172% crit damage, 2200 attack, 24% universal damage, and 10% cosmos damage. So she's pretty nice. She's got her signature, no awakenings, and her Esper abilities are almost maxed out. So, the only characters I have awakenings in that are limited are Lacrimosa and Nonali. How the fuck did you survive that, bro? What kind of crazy ass... Broski just ate an 8-stack skill to the face and was fine. Alright. Alright, bro. How is Zonko according to you based on CN data? She seems like she's good in a team, but not good with that one. I don't know how good in a team, though. Actually, it's not, like, concerning. Here's the thing. Villains aren't very popular to play in CN, in China. So, I think she's just not super duper popular yet. She seems polarizing, if that makes sense. Like people either love or fucking hate her. So... Hey, look at him. Broski's tankier than most anomalies. Also, I like how this cop just watched me fucking rob a guy. Like, alright. Yeah. Hey, Sam Funda. Welcome in. Or she's not popular? Not in China. Not in China. In global, she's really popular. Oh, 1 second.
Wait, what was I just about to do? Totally blanking on it.
I return. She's not a must pull. There are no must pulls in this game. No must pulls, they don't exist. Hey, I'm new to gachas. I'm confused regarding the property thing. Can you demonstrate that? I don't know what specifically you want demonstrated, but if you go to your City Tycoon and you have it unlocked, you've done enough of the story, you have the property set up. It's a bunch of locations. They have things that give you buffs in them. You can just read them individually to figure out the buff. And you can invite people to live with you. And so when you visit it, a specific property, you can decorate the house however you want, and then of course the character you put here will just hang around. So that's essentially how properties work. She's a must pull for me. I've been waiting for her since 1.0. Fair enough. She's not just a global must pull. Like, it's not like everyone has to have her or anything. Love Zonko, and honestly, I don't blame her for being a villain. I see, I see. The quality of life that's coming for the index fund. True, that seems nice. I don't have fishing frenzy. Oh, really? You know, like the keyboard shortcut thing. What keyboard? How do you click the middle top icons? Hold Alt and then click them. If you hold Alt, it shows you to click. It shows your mouse and lets you click on them. So you just gotta hold Alt on PC and then click them. Like this. And then you're fine. Necromos and Chaos are most pulls because of life skills. They make your account better. No, that's not how that works. A must pull is not a character that makes your account better. Every character makes your account better.
Only I had wings.
Every character makes your account better, technically.
Taking a shortcut down.
That's not what a must pull is. Must pulls don't work like that. Must pulls are characters that you cannot progress without pulling. That is what a must pull is. For example, or that you cannot complete the game without pulling. For example, in Genshin, must pulls are not that uncommon because there are some levels of like Spiral Abyss or whatever that you cannot complete without certain characters.
Taking a shortcut down.
They make your account better for a long time. That doesn't matter. That's not what a must pull is.
Only I had wings.
And that's also an opinion-based thing, because some people don't give a fuck about like the cafe and shit, and they don't care. Some people only care about combat. Some people don't care about combat. A must pull is just a thing that allows you to complete content in the game that you can't. That's it.
Taking a shortcut down.
So, Iroi is good, don't get me wrong. but she's not like, you know, she's not a must pull. Then must pull doesn't exist? Correct. There is a must pull in Neverness to Everness does not exist.
Am I really flying? Let's go!
You are not barred out of anything for not having a specific character.
Am I really
There are games where must pulls are a thing. Where read my comment, please.
go?
Can you explain the changes to Money Heist 1 million Fons? By the way, I'm gonna like say this so that people can generally understand. So you can write a text and then you'll see your own text beforehand. For example, what happened just now, I read one message and then 5 messages show up and I cannot see your old messages anymore. If you have a question and I don't read it out, just repeat the question. It's fine. I'll answer it. If you say, hey, go read my last message, then instead what happens is I have to now scroll up the chat and try to figure out where the fuck you are on your last message so I can read it. So, it's changed to a 1 million index fund instead of the Pink Paws Heist. So now there's more ways to fill it up other than the bank. You can do the bank, no spam though, right? Correct, no spam. Give me a minute to actually register whether I've read it or not. And then if I haven't read it, then ask the question again. So, avoid spamming. Let's see what's going on here. But yeah, so it's just a different, it's an index fund now instead, and it'll just give you more shit. You can fill it up with a volleyball, you can fill it up with the heist, and you can fill it up with the going, gone, passive income. All right, let's see what's up. Because you can do everything with a strong C6 team, no matter the mechanic. Correct, you can do everything with, in Neverness to Everness, you can do everything with 4 stars and 0. So there's no must pull, it doesn't matter. Everything is flavor. Straight up. Like, you can complete the game just fine with a bunch of 4 stars. So everything is flavor. Everything is just making things better, and it's based on what you want to pull. You don't feel forced to pull anything in this game. Ever. Maybe it'll change in the future, but for now, you're good. Crazy parkour skills, please teach? No. Going to do my daily Fons scratchers? Oh, jeez. For me, a must pull is a character that makes your main team better. That's fair. Are you from the US? Yes, I am. Thank you for subscribing. Did by you? That's why I love you, sister. Little no filter. No filter. What was I supposed to filter?
Am I really
What did I do?
Let's go!
I don't even know what I said with no filter. Then how do you call characters that make your account better in the long term?
Am I really
Good? They're just good characters? What do you mean? They're just good. Why do you need some special word that just inflates how good the thing is? If a character makes your account better, then they're just good.
Am I really flying?
I swear the font scratches are worth it. They're mathematically not. The only must pull for me was not only because she's so adorable, she is adorable. May God place your path to greatness. Alright, gotta go. Alrighty, Ozan, have a wonderful day. Excuse me? You chill yourself. You chill yourself. Chill out. Must pull then? What do you mean? I think people have this weird thing where they conflate words a lot. So a must pull, let me be like fully clear here. A must pull is a character that must be pulled. You do not have to pull every good character because there are a lot of good characters. 1 second.
Fine, you can drink.
Then must pull doesn't exist for any game. Incorrect, factually. There are several gacha games in which if you do not have specific characters, you cannot progress. Super easy option, Nikke. In Nikke, if you do not have certain characters, if you refuse to pull, you cannot progress through much of the game.
Am I really flying?
You can progress the campaign to an extent, but you cannot progress much of the game
Am I really flying?
if you do not pull any characters. So there are characters you must pull. Genshin Spiral Abyss, I believe, is similar, unless something has changed, in that there are several of them, but there are characters you must pull. Or at the very least, characters the average person must pull, if you're not doing some kind of fucking challenge run. But in NTE, a normal person can just use A ranks and 0. It's not just that it makes the game easier to pull them, it's that they must be pulled. If you do not pull them, you just hit a hard cap at some point. Like, you straight up just get capped. And the average person will just get capped. So, no, you need skill and you don't need to pull anyone. What, in Nikke, to do Tribe Tower? What do you mean? If you don't pull in Nikke, you have like 10 characters. If you don't use any pull characters in Nikke, you genuinely can't do Tribe Tower. It just won't. It doesn't work. The units you get for free are not enough. The units you get to like start out. Is Going Gone like a permanent event? It is, to an extent. But the only thing I think that'll matter in the future is the passive income. Yeah, Tribe Towers in hard mode. Pilgrims make your time easier. Well, Pilgrims don't work in Tribe Tower, but other than the Pilgrim Tower. Which, in my opinion, the Pilgrim Tower is the easiest because you get it so slow. Wait, Nikke talk? Yeah, I played Nikke. I originally judged it pretty harshly because a lot of ads for it don't make it look like a very good game. Personal opinion. I think I would like if more of the ads focused on story aspects, because I think the reason I even still play it is because the story was really cool. Because I originally refused to play it because it didn't look like it had a good story. Read the full question. Will the coins carry along the patch? Yeah, so like I responded to your question, maybe in an unorthodox way. I said it is going to be permanent, but the only thing that matters in the future is the passive income. The total amount of coins you have will not matter in the future. Will they carry along? I assume, but it's not going to matter. There's not going to be, I don't think there's any more like event quest things anymore. It's just how much passive income you make lets you turn into Fons. I don't know how Nikke works, but you don't need specific characters, right? If you're skilled enough. If you don't know how Nikke works, why are you sharing an opinion on how the game works? I'm confused. Because I assumed you were talking like you knew what you were talking about with Nikke. So if you don't know how Nikke operates, I'll explain it real quick. It's an auto battler. For the most part. You can do it manually to an extent, but it's an auto battler. It is a gacha game that is also an auto battler. Or an idle gacha game or whatever. However you want to like splice it. You most certainly must pull specific characters because certain game modes only require or only allow specific game modes. Have you done your weekly memo? I have. So there's that. Being skilled enough, correct. You can, if you're skilled enough, do a lot of things in gacha games, and that works totally fine. However, I'm talking about the average person. I'm not talking about someone doing like a challenge run where they do everything. So, what do you call it? I'm trying to remember what I was trying to point out. Yes, you can do that with like a challenge run or whatever, but for the average person, there are gacha games where you, like, honestly, need certain characters, or you must pull certain characters unless you're at a certain level of skill. Neverness to Everness is not one of those games. Neverness to Everness, there's like an Aurelia team. You can run like Aurelia and Haniel or whatever, and do much of, and solo half of the, what's it called? Rails, I think is what it is. Is it Aurelia? And then Cheese is a totally free-to-play character. You don't need to pull it all. But in Nikkei, boss mechanics and damage types do filter out a lot of your roster characters. Exactly, yeah. Damage types matter. Sometimes you can't use specific factions of characters. Sometimes you have to use specific weapon types. There's like, you genuinely must pull certain characters in Nikkei. That is what a must pull is. A character that you have to pull to progress. That is what a must pull is. And frankly, in NTE, you don't really have those. Cheese can solo half of a level 12 Spiral Abyss by yourself, with minimal effort, by the way. Literally all you do is dodge and spam her skill, and then use her ult, and then spam her skill more when little thing poke up. That's it. Like, people get confused because there's extra things to look at. She's really easy to play. She is. Oh, you look fun. I leave. Wait. Okay. Flesh of the name itself, as you should have. Cinderella? I don't know what that is. Oh, Cinderella? You're talking about Cinderella, like the character? She's pretty cool. For now, you can clear NT content with standard characters, so a must pull is just flavor and doesn't really exist in NT characters. And NT characters are introduced more for the efficiency of your existing team. Exactly. Gotta love that about games. Must pulls are not so player friendly. Correct, they are not. Must pulls make a game feel very intimidating to get into. I will say Elden Ring, try not to spoil, even if you are behind me. There are many people who have not done certain story content or are very new to the game that might be in chat. So try not to, yeah, don't be spoiling. I'm glad to know that you're getting emotionally invested in the story, though. That is great to hear. Enjoy yourself. But yes,
Ramtana, support me.
Let me take over.
Engage.
I'm sorry guys, I didn't know. All good. Also, I was just listening because they all have different footstep sounds.
Razor, I'm here to help.
Like, it always sounds different from Shinku. Shinku sounds different from Zero, as far as I can tell. I actually don't know, so don't spoil anything for Nikkei either, because I'm not very far, I don't think. I'm on like chapter 30 or something. The game takes a while to progress. I got bored and made a roadmap of NT yesterday. Nice. Yeah, so I don't really keep up with Nikkei as of right now, for that reason. Someone asked, I was like trying to keep it in the back of my head while I was being asked a bunch of other shit and talking about other shit, but I was asked previously about top 5, my top 5 gacha games. So it's kind of difficult because I kind of just swap around a lot. I think Wua has to be up there in the top 5. I'm not going to order them in any particular way. Thank you for subscribing, Joy D Boy. I'm not going to like put them in a specific order. But I think Wua has to be up there because it's just visually, artistically, like the audio, like it's just such a wonderful game. And I think it's really nice. Up to what I've played, at least. I don't know if it gets better or worse in the future, but I've played up till like 2.4 or something, 2.7. whatever. So one of those like between update patches. I think Neverness to Everness is one of my favorites, honestly. Arcanite's Enfield as well. For those last 2 slots, you see, it's this kind of weird thing where, like, for a time, I really liked Genshin, but, like, no matter how much I like the story and no matter how much I like the characters, the feel of a game matters a lot to me. And when a game feels like it's actively working against you the entire time you're trying to play it, I get very, very bothered with the game. So I don't think it makes it into my top 5, personally. Despite the fact that I think, like, objectively, like, the story is good. Or I guess I shouldn't say objectively. A story being good is always going to be subjective. But I just mean if you were to grade it by like what most people would consider a good story, I think Genshin just has a good story. And it is something people can get invested in. But there's a lot of little things. For example, I've missed out on a lot of story content just because I didn't start the game at launch. Or because I didn't play 100% of the time. And so there's a lot of FOMO that happens. And then also the way that they do their pull system and the way that they do their, like, pity and, like, how many pulls they give, all of that, it adds to it. So I don't think it makes it into that. Honkai Star Rail is kind of a similar situation where I really liked the story for Honkai Star Rail. And then I had a lot of difficulty because characters get phased out really fast and they get power crept really, really fast. Like, it has super aggressive power creep. Which is interesting because Nikke has really aggressive power creep too, but because so many different things require different characters of different like types and weapon types and stuff, even characters that are considered like B tier are actually really, really good if you use them in a specific setup. And it can carry you for a while. And because of how long the game lasts, there's such a varied amount of time that, like, there's a ton of characters that'll be good for you in the early game and that you will stop using later. And then there's characters that you'll use in the, you know, late, early to middle game that you'll use. They'll be really good for you. You'll get a lot of usage out of them. And then you swap them out naturally later. And you just keep doing this. And it lets the teams evolve over time. And it lets you cycle through a lot of the roster without feeling like you're forced to pull every new character. Not to mention, they do focused banners a lot, and most of the limited characters, like, or I shouldn't say limited, most of the characters that come out can be pulled in the standard banner. They go to the standard banner after. Almost all of them. Or you can get them through other means. So I think Nikke is probably up there. And then for the last spot, honestly, might be Zenless Zone Zero. But then again, I didn't play all of Zenless Zone Zero, so I don't know. I don't know how it is now. I just remember I thought the premise of Zenless Zone Zero was super cool. When I played it, I played it and it was super cool. I liked my teams I had. I had an Elle and Joe team and I had a Miyabi team. And both of them were really fun. The character designs look really cool. I like how a lot of the characters look. Wait, my fish died? Damn. So, there's a lot. I forgot to feed them? Damn. You didn't have a thing to auto-feed them? Amateur.
Let's go!
We're talking about real life. No IT? Gotcha. Yeah, so that's my top 5.
Waka Waka on Anomaly Volume 2 is officially on sale.
Might have ran out of food to feed them with. That too. I mean, the wording makes it sound like Kai forgot to feed them. NT feels like old RPG games where they just allow you to get new units, but you gotta grind for it. Totally grateful the game allows at least one unit in arc in every patch. Exactly, yeah. Skipping 1.3, I think. Totally fair. Yeah. Where's that? All right, my getaway vehicle is right here. We're going in. Call me a master thief. You think it's likely you drop NT like those other games? Not right now. Most of the time when I drop a game, it's because of long-term problems. Where... What do you call it? It's usually because of long-term problems related to like the base part of the game, which I think NTE's strongest suit is the base game. Like all the different things you can do, all of the like the generosity of like the pull system and how many pulls you get every patch. Like these base systems for NTE are the strongest part of it, genuinely. Like, one of the weaker aspects is the story, and I still think the story is good. And then I think maybe, like, the multiplayer stuff is a little weak, but then again, most gacha games, the multiplayer stuff is a wash. Like, you don't even care about it, because you're like, oh, well, I'm not here for that anyway. But in NTE, the only reason we have better expectations for it is because we've gotten better shit. Straight up. I don't forgot to feed them. Yeah. Yep, the grinding for pulls actually feels rewarding and it's not spoiled by 50-50. Exactly. Like, you know what? Classic example. I went to pull in ZZZ and Wooba. Wooba and ZZZ. Alright. So, I pull on Wooba, Lucy's banner. You know, limited collab character. Oh, super fun, like, little collab thing that they're doing with Cyberpunk. That's so sick. I love that. That's great. I pull on Lucy's banner. I get a 5-star, and I get Calcaro. Whatever the fuck. Like, alright, cool. Fuck me, I guess. And that's on a limited banner, so it's not like she's not gonna get a rerun. It's not like I can easily just be like, oh, let me just go get another 90 pulls, or whatever. And it didn't share the 50-50 I had already lost from another banner. So it's like, okay, cool. I'll go fuck myself. Nice. Then I pull Remiel in Zenless Zone 0. I like Calcaro. I just already have like 3 of him. That collab felt terrible because of the separate currency. That too, I couldn't use any of my currency on him. I couldn't use any of the currency that I had from other stuff. But yeah, I like Alcaro. I just already had 3 of them, so I didn't need more. Or I had 2 of them. And now I have 3. And then with ZZZ, the anniversary comes out. Remiel is getting a rerun. I pull. I put plenty of pulls into the banner. I finally get an S rank. I get Rena. I like Rena. Rena's great. But there's a problem. I already have her. I don't want another one. I want Remiel. Like, leave me alone. I dislike 50-50s because I almost always lose them. Unlike Honkai Star Rail, collabs and other Hoyu games collab that use regular currency, well, yes, the 50-50 is cheap. I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean, yeah, it feels better when they use the same currency. Because the 50-50 sucks, but at least you can use more stuff. Commit a little bit left, and I lose on them too when I pulled Scylla's weapon instead of her by accident. Yeah, like I don't know. It's a thing that it's kind of funny because it was like a tradition almost that I broke by streaming. Because when I started streaming gacha games, like Destiny Rising and stuff, I started winning all of my 50-50s, or I started winning a lot of them. I shouldn't say all of them. Like on Enfield, I lose a ton of my 50-50s still. But I started like, you know, having much better luck, which I thought was kind of funny. In Genshin, I've been playing for 3 years and I haven't won it at 50-50 on Genshin. Yeah, Elden Ring. You wanna know why I don't play Genshin anymore? You wanna know why I don't play Genshin anymore? It's because I saved like fucking 200, almost 300 pulls for Wriothesley when he first came out in Fontaine. And I fucking saved these just to hope, because I had seen the playtests of him and I had seen that if he's C0, he feels like an incomplete character. So I save almost 300 pulls for him so I can hope to get C1 so he feels like an actual character. I'm not even hoping for the weapon. I'm hoping just for C1 so he feels like an actual playable character that has like a decent like rotation. And guess what? I get like 80 pulls in or whatever, like 90 pulls in. I hit like that hard, nice old juicy hard pity. It's like fucking Diluc or something. All right. Then I keep pulling.
Crying. That's not cool at all.
And then it's another like 80 or 90 pulls. And I finally get him. I've got another 80 or 90 pulls, so I hope. I use them. All of them. All of the pulls. And I don't get Wriothesley. I lose the 50-50 again. I was like, oh, fuck it, whatever. I saved for like 5 months or whatever. I don't care. I stopped playing. I stopped playing. There's no way you're gonna disrespect my time like that. Like, the fuck do you mean? I can get one character every 4 months. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Hoyoverse. Oh, thank you. Thank you. One character I want every 4 months. How generous, how generous. Oh, it's an anniversary this year? You gave me 5 pulls? Oh, how generous. Lovely. Yeah, no. Fuck out of here. I am back again. Hi, Kit Kat, welcome in. Thank you for subscribing, Frozen Pool. But yeah, so, you know, forgive me if I shit on Genshin every now and then. I have a little bit of a bad history with it. I got back on the game after like months. I played it again and I was like, nope, still feels like shit, and I instantly uninstalled. Like, I was like, I'll give it a fair shake. Nope, didn't work. On NT though, I got like Iroi Pity 52 and got another Fadia on Pity 10. Nice. Yeah, funnily enough, the first 3 pulls on the standard banner for me of S ranks were Fadia. You pulling for Zonko or no? I will. I will pull for Zonko. I need you to look away, thank you. Ooh. Thank you for following, Frozen Pool. Peak Woo player. Woo is fun though. Sounds fine. Woo, I feel like gives you way more pulls, so it feels better, even though it's technically a really similar system. So it's one of those things where it's like, it's the combination of Genshin giving you so few pulls, and then also giving you, like such harsh gacha condition. What do you think would be a good collab for this game? Grand Theft Auto 6. GTA 6. Why do I keep doing that? Can someone explain this to me? Why does my camera keep going here? What is happening? In the air would be pretty cool. It'd be aesthetic. What's going on? What's happening here? Why do I keep getting like pulled over here? My vision keeps looking. Every time I go past this goddamn laundromat. Your clothes smelly? Maybe. I'm wearing like medieval style armor. Maybe it hasn't been washed in like 100 years. I don't know. IKEA collab, true. Excuse me? What just happened? Did I just die? What? Kidnapped, hit in the back of the head, I guess. Alright, cool. I prefer Genshin over Wuwa, mainly because I like the story and its consistency more than Wuwa. Also, the hate of split currency for the collab banner they had. Fair enough. You ran underneath a truck and died. But it was behind the truck. Ran over by the bus? Yes. That's enough driving for you. Yes. And I get that. I think Genshin's story, like I said before, Genshin's story is good. But it doesn't matter how good the story is if the game feels terrible to play. Like, if during the downtime with story stuff, and like, I'm trying to, you know, progress the actual game, and play the actual game, and the game just feels bad to play, I'm not gonna enjoy it. And I think Wuwa does that better than Genshin. Not to mention, in terms of the art style, I personally like Wuwa more. I only have 7 dice, it's not far. Hey, you can guarantee Zonko. Next patch is like 80 pulls, I think. And most of that is going to be during Zonko. So it'll be fine.
Support me.
Cool. I just noticed, who are you ghosting? Like, why do you have unread messages? Where? Oh. This? Oh. Yeah, no, I think it's just people just send me things. Actually, 82? Actually, we have no fucking clue, because the patch isn't out yet. We only have part of the patch out in CN servers. We have no idea how much they're going to give overall. There's also no accounting for maintenance during or compensation if there's any problems. You're throwing a tantrum right now? Too bad. But yes, alright gamers.
Shinku, you can't handle this alone?
Yeah, no, she can't handle the outro alone. No, that's the character chat, is it not? Oh, there's this. That's like quest related. I don't know what the fuck any of that is. I didn't realize that's the thing. No. You getting the jet ski? No, God no. Absolutely not. Gotta say, no gacha can feel worse than Frick Grand Order. Yeah, I never played that one though. You see, that's the thing. I refuse to play. Like, I played the beginning of Genshin, got my daughter Klee, got Yuan, missed my husband Zhongli and promptly quit. I got Zhongli. He was my favorite. I loved him so much. I loved him so much. I tried so hard to get him too. I succeeded with him though. But either way, gamers. Gamers. Ghosting everyone? Yes, I ghost everyone. Also, I love how NT devs listen to players and Genshin devs don't care about us players. True. I want more dice. Too bad. Too bad. Oh jeez. There we go. Alright. But either way, jokes aside. It is the time. I'm going to be ending for the day because I have things that must be. I have many things that must be done. But I thank you all for being here. I've had a fun time. It has been a very active talking time today. Lots of things going on. Y'all have been very, very much about questions and such, which, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. I will not blame you for that. I will not. But I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves during this lovely time. If you want to find more of me wherever you happen to be watching, then there's my socials. There's a link to a card that will have like all my little stuff there. You will see me again on Wednesday. Same time, start time. It might be a different end time because if I get really into the story, I might play for significantly longer than I would usually if I have the time. I'm most likely going to split the story across 2 days though. So there will be that. Iroi and her kids are loud. But aside of that, we are there. W stream, thank you. Right, 6 see you on Wednesday? Yes, see you on Wednesday. Have a great day. You as well, Mouse. Yes, enjoy spreading all of your propaganda and or truth or what you'd like. If you want to join the Discord and get like pinged whenever I join, then there's that. Do I get more free dice in next patch? Yes, you do. I don't know about from this. Till next stream? Till next stream, Elder. Have a lovely time. And then there's also the throne, which that's just pumpkin stuff. You can technically send me whatever you want, but it's the stuff that I put on there is usually for pumpkin or directly for stream. So there is that. Either way, thank you all. All right, take care. You as well, Tool Fan. I hope you all have a lovely day, a lovely rest of your week if I do not see you again. And yeah, peace out, gamers. Have a great old time. Actually, I should probably look at this. Okay, no, we're good. All right. Peace out, gamers.
Stop crying. That's not cool at all.